Hey, back again. Who is it? Nigga Hurykane. We in the building. We in the house again. Said the pack of men. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, right. We back again. Who is it? The nigga Hurykane. Telling stories to the people. In the house again. We going back again, back, and we going back again, back. We going back again for the very first time. Don't worry if I write checks, I write rhymes. Hey, we going back. Shouts out to everybody coming through. It's your man Hurykane telling you what it do with the HHN Special Stories. Did I even save the shit? I don't even think I saved it. Hold on. Fuck it. Let me edit some shit real quick. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm in my banner right now, making the banner. Special Stories. But shout out to everybody coming through. We're gonna talk about Operation Northwood. North. You know what I'm saying? And let you know that our government ain't shit. This could have been a Fuck the Government podcast, but this is an HHN special story. Special story. And we're gonna talk about JFK. Now I already know they're gonna put a checkbox under my shit. The moment you say JFK, they put a blue checkbox under your shit talking about JFK assassination and a whole bunch of words and shit. And then it goes straight to a Wikipedia when you click on the link. Hashtag fuck the government and everything they stand for. I just dropped a new track today called Dr. Blight Part 2. Make sure y'all check it out. We're going to do a world premiere. But y'all can't hear Part 2 without hearing Part 1. So this is your man Hurykane tell you what to do. We're going to play some tracks first, and then we're going to get started.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
Meditating by the sunshine, gotta ease my mind, cause I'm living in these evil times. Now it's time for me to redefine, change the whole game. Fuck around the dominator, I am the real thing. Being fire in storms, I'm bringing the pain. Now when I refrain from using the power I gain, destroying everything. For your family, Illuminati, your Rothschild. Treat us like cattle, they got this world locked down. Foreign fella, the Vatican, got me mad again, sad again. Can we destroy these evil savages? Sandwiches made out of human flesh and packages. Fluoride and water got y'all emasculate. Can't even fathom it. I'm creating better advantages. Smoking cannabis. Load up the K, it's time to blast again. Fuck the motherfucking government, nigga. We coming with dozens of killers. Fuck the government, nigga, yeah, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Y'all can call me Dr. Blight. Fuck the government, nigga, yeah, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Y'all can call me Dr. Blight. Occupying the daily, my gun is heavy. This mission is deadly. I hope you motherfuckers ready. My arm is Chevy, equipped with the human beam. Another level, coming through the scene mean like twisted metal. Demolition, I be destroying the competition. Stop and listen, the government is the opposition. Way the kind of pick a minute, I never finish, I am replenished. Powers will never diminish. They're using magic to broadcast in all the masses. So I'm blasting all you fucking evil bastards. To the masters, above earth or inner earth. Y'all better disperse or you're getting murked. Fuck it, I might hack the system, blast the system. That will cause a cataclysm. Massive missiles, master pistols, have to lift ya, and the fucking world won't miss you. Hey, fuck the government, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Y'all can call me Dr. Blight. Fuck the government, it's time to fight. Doomsday, motherfucker, yeah, the time is right. How many people really wanna ride tonight against the government? Y'all can call me Dr. Blight.
Much love. Crystal is cool. I think I saw a message. I think it hooked me up with the Cash App. Shouts out to Crystal for the Cash App. You're the truth. When I destroy this fucking planet, you will be the goddess of the new one. You know. Well, we about to go on to part 2. That was part 1. Like, just in case no one ever heard part 1 before. I don't know why StreamYard sound crazy on my end. Like, sound was kind of fading in and out on my end, but it probably sound cool on y'all's. But if not, I'll probably just delete it and upload it. Whatever. But we gotta get off of the part 2. But before that, shouts out to Crystal again. You the truth. Thanks for the Cash App. Anytime. Oh. Yeah.
Doctor, the word for healer and wise man throughout the universe. We get that word from you, But if you carry on the way you are, what might that word come to me? To the people of the Gamma Forests, the word doctor means mighty warrior. How far you've come. And now they've taken a child, the child of your best friends, and they're going to turn her into a weapon just to bring you down. And all this, my love, in fear of you.
I'm Dr. Blight.
Phenom Rogue One production.
I'm Dr. Blight. Let's go. Waking up to the sunrise, gotta ease my mind. We still living in these evil times. Now it's time for me to redesign this whole world, cause the blind always lead the blind. Call me Wolfie, I'm telling you to free your mind. You the one just gotta look deep inside. See the signs of the times of the leash and I. Trying to lock up my brothers till we speak the mind. COINTELPRO sending out the lead the spies. I can see through the lies and the weak design. Keep their ass so quick with the speed of mine. Better than Dr. Who when I speed through time. Destroy the government with my neat design. Full-time cannon blast, it will be divine. Create a new paradise, it will be sublime. I'm brighter than the sun, till the see the shine. I'm Dr. Blight. I'm Dr. Blight. I'm Dr. Blight. I'm Dr. Blight. I am the baddest, bustin' at the fashions. I got the static, my status will damage the planet. Make everybody panic, erratic, the bullets sporadic. Because I fucking had it, I bad it. The fact that y'all scared of revolution, damn it, fanatics. They worship celebrities, they do therapy, clarity. All celebrities is a parody, you scared to see. Cause them bitch niggas are scared of me. Going against the revolution is a heresy. Parabens, I kill seraphims and Elohims. And the mighty forces, I kill them all that become the king. Going to another planet, scoping everything. Find out that the government there, destroying everything, everything. Yes, I beat first the polarity. Shatter paradigms that world leaders ain't never seen. Take a team, I'ma hit them all with the unity. Turn them all to dust, they'll never see the unity. I'm Dr. Blight. I'm Dr. Blight. I'm Dr. Blight. I'm Dr. Blight. Go to bait, sending revolutions in every nation. Why you hating? Cause I'm changing your book of revelation, not the nation. Sending cold rebels in every station. Putting 20 in your chest like you was Jerry Payton, pump faking. Did you kill with no hesitation? Fuck the world niggas, they all gon' see the devastation. New location, better witness the new adjudication. Crimes against humanity, kill them all with decapitation. Number boss, taking charge, collapsing warp stars. Star Wars, shit, hell yeah, I got the force, dog. Corpse fall, that ain't all. Getting scorched, dog, torch on with these bars. You better call Saul, fuck dog. I scale powers from North Stars. Punching body parts apart. Fist up the North Star. Know the door. I am Dr. Blight, the Valley Yard. Grab my instruments, I'm to operate on all of y'all. I'm Dr. Blight. It's time to fight. Fight for what is right. Cause I'm Dr. Blight. I'm Dr. Blight. It's time to fight. Fight for what is right. I'm Dr. Blight. I'm Dr. Blight. It's time to fight. Fight for what is right.
All right, all right. That was part 2 of Dr. Blight. It sounded kind of faded on my end, but it probably sound good on y'all. But either way it go, that's part 2. That was time to get off into the HHN Special Stories, Operation Northwood. North. And thank you, Crystal, again for the Cash App.
This is not speculation. Every detail in this episode comes directly from declassified U.S. government documents. In April 1961, the United States launched a secret invasion of Cuba. It was supposed to be quick, surgical, quiet, but instead, it became one of the greatest foreign policy disasters in American history. Over 1,400 CIA-backed exiles stormed the beaches of the Bay of Pigs, and within 3 days, they were either captured, killed, or forced to surrender. The plan had been to overthrow Fidel Castro. What America got instead was a global embarrassment. In the months that followed, something changed inside the United States.
Yeah, did I catch that? America got their asses whipped. It was supposed to be in America. Fuck yeah. They went over there for 3 days, got captured, killed, or tortured. It was a fucking embarrassment. It was an embarrassment.
Killed or forced to surrender. The plan had been to overthrow Fidel Castro. What America got instead was a global embarrassment. In the months that followed, something changed inside the United States national security apparatus. Publicly, Washington claimed restraint. Privately, it was a different story. Behind closed doors, military leaders believed the only way forward was war. But with the American...
Yeah, war. All you hear is war. That's all you hear. Fucking war. Salute to Jordan.
American people still reeling from a failed invasion, public support wasn't guaranteed. That's when a new plan was drafted. One that would guarantee outrage. One that would rally the nation. And one that, if approved, would cross a line no republic should ever entertain. A plan that, if executed, would have killed innocent Americans on American soil, just to start a war. The plan called for hijackings, bombings, staged funerals, even a fake airliner explosion.
Woo, it's all about, we about to motherfucking fuck up people on American soil. This is from our government. This should have been a Fuck the Government podcast, but this is HHN Special Stories. So I'm going to be a little calm, cool, and collected over this one, but still go a little hardcore on a couple rants, you know. But when the government do shit like that, you got to be on this type of time.
You're thinking you better think again, otherwise I'm going to have to head down there, and I will rain down an ungodly fucking firestorm upon you. You're going to have to call the fucking United Nations and get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you. I am talking scorched earth, motherfucker. I will massacre you. I will fuck you up!
Hashtag for the government.
None of it was coming from a foreign enemy. It came from the Pentagon. This wasn't a rogue idea scribbled on a napkin. This was signed off by the Joint Chiefs of Staff. They called it Operation Northwoods.
Operation Northwood. Northwood. Joint Chiefs of Staff. Yeah, dog. They came together and actually was like, we need to kill some American civilians, y'all, so we can get into this war. Now, how are we going to do it? How are we going to rally American people to motherfucking do this war? Oh, well, we're going to motherfucking do some hijacking, some bombings on our own shit. We're going to stage some funerals. Operation North. You know what I would have told him?
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
Nigga, that's what I would have said.
So why would a U.S. military plan a false flag terror attack on its own people?
Yeah, why would the U.S. military do a false flag terrorist attack on its own people? Hashtag fast forward. 9/11. Right after that, what the fuck happened? We went to war. I know soldiers right now that went over there. Came back, said, man, we ain't fighting shit. No weapons of mass destruction. Shouts out to JVJ Network. Make sure y'all subscribe to the JVJ Network. And he's ex-military. Shouts out to all my ex-military vets that say fuck the government now, because they find out the government is on some bullshit and coming to find out the shit is really ran by the military industrial complex. There's a whole bunch of motherfucking PMCs and CIA agents all over the goddamn place. A lot of shit on the hush. Can't say shit. But now shit is declassified. But real shit, you gotta look at common fucking sense. Motherfuckers talking about weapons of mass destruction. It's 30, 40 years later, there's no weapons of mass destruction. Motherfuckers should have motherfucking woke up after the second or fourth year. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no weapons over here. While everybody's searching and bombing, Osama bin Laden still making motherfucking VHS tapes. Hashtag, was Bin Laden CIA? Hashtag, did the American troops force Osama bin Laden to murk his own father? And you wonder why this nigga pissed off at America, because he ain't probably know that he was murking his own father under CIA orders. Or maybe Osama bin Laden have a whole fucking piece of makeup on. He don't really look like that. Hashtag Team America World Police, where the motherfucker had to infiltrate the motherfucking Arabs and shit, and motherfucking, you know, like, get in with the boss and shit, and then America came in and started bombing shit, and then they played the fucking song, America, fuck yeah, came in here to say the motherfucking thing, yeah. Shout out to Andy Griffin, this nigga stole my shit, bro. I'm gonna give him a shout out, because like nobody was saying America, fuck yeah, but me, without the song, because I don't want to get copyrighted. America.
What does it say about the lines our leaders are willing to cross when they think no one's watching? Let's try and find out. Hello, I'm Mike Joberg, Marine Corps veteran and filmmaker. We will try to answer these questions on today's episode of Forgotten History.
Knock, knock. Hi there. I'd love to show you what a K-12 Howard school.
I want to show you. I want to blow up these ads. Bombs over Baghdad. Don't pull the thing out unless you got a bang. Pause. You got to say pause after that now.
The Bay of Pigs wasn't just a military disaster. It was a psychological one. For the CIA, it was a gut punch. For the Pentagon, a humiliation.
The CIA was a gut punch. Huh. Pentagon was like, damn, we supposed to be war generals and we got fucked. In 3 days? Yeah, dog, in 3 days, they either killed our niggas, made motherfuckers surrender.
For the Kennedy administration, a PR nightmare. What most Americans didn't realize was that President John F. Kennedy had only been in office for 3 months when the invasion began. He hadn't created the plan, he had inherited it. A cockamamie CIA scheme had started the Eisenhower administration that was already in motion by the time he took the oath of office. The invasion had been sold as airtight, but in reality, it was underfunded, poorly coordinated, and based on wildly optimistic assumptions about the Cuban people rising up against Castro. They didn't. The world watched as America's covert operation fell apart in real time. Castro paraded prisoners in front of cameras. Khrushchev mocked U.S. weakness. And inside Washington, patient.
Khrushchev is from Russia. Nigga from Russia was like, y'all got your ass beat in 3 days. Nigga, that shit was hilarious. I'll be laughing too. Gut punch to the CIA. Pentagon is on shit mode. Like, oh my God, this is bullshit. And the JFK administration, like, damn, this is a PR nightmare.
Once given the green light, the failure landed squarely on Kennedy's shoulders. The Joint Chiefs of Staff, America's top military leaders, began pushing for something far more aggressive. They didn't want another half-baked mission. They wanted a full-scale invasion of Cuba. But there was a problem. The American people weren't interested in another war. Not after...
Yep. No shit. Like I said on one of my other videos, I'm like, if you ask any person around the world, do they want war? The answer would be no. No one wants war. No one wants to see bloodshed. Real shit. As much as I want war against the government, most people don't want it because it's going to be bloodshed. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the fact of the bloodshed. It's like there is no good guys or bad guys on some real shit. To me personally, good and evil is a state of mind. Because the evil people think we're bad guys because we're complaining about the fucking plight that we're going through. They push our backs against the wall every day and we have not came out swinging or shooting. It is time for a revolution. Extreme times calls for extreme measures. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not after the Bay of Pigs. And without public outrage, there could be no political mandate for military action. That's when a new idea emerged.
Yeah, because after what happened in Vietnam and Bay of Pigs, shit, Korea, you know, some bullshit. You know, like no one wants no war. No one wants to come back. You don't have no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
I wasn't based on intelligence or diplomacy, but on manipulation. If they couldn't win the hearts and minds, honestly, they'd manufacture the
ding, 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 ding. The key word, hearts and minds. Hearts and minds. They need the hearts and minds of the people. I need the hearts and minds of the people for the revolution. That's what they're afraid of in the COINTEL profiles. They're afraid of a black messiah rising from poverty, gathering the forces against the fucking government and actually taking this fucking land back. These are not my words. These are there. They're in the documents. It's in the documents on the Black Alex Jones Infowars.com. They spraying shit, give people COVID. I'm Alex James the clone. That is not Alex Jones no more. That is Alex James now. That nigga. They replaced that nigga in his sleep.
themselves. And in March of 1962, the U.S. Department of Defense submitted a proposal that would send shockwaves through history, though the public wouldn't learn about it for another 35 years.
Yeah, and that's crazy. Government put out some shit like at the moment, and the public can't know it's a 35, 40 years. That's some bullshit. I remember watching the JFK movie starring Kevin Costner. That motherfucker was in the courtroom talking about this trial right here, all the real truth of the paperwork. My son won't be able to see it till 30 or 40 years from now. So how the fuck he gonna understand if his father, you know, like fight against injustice on our own soil, and everybody want to hide the fucking truth. Yeah, like 35 years from now, 30, 40 years from now, motherfuckers will be brainwashing the other shit. They ain't even gonna think about this. And when they do, we gonna call them a conspiracy theorist and call them crazy. But if you get too close, we'll murk his ass. Our government ain't shit. Hashtag fuck the government. If you got hate in your heart, let it out.
The proposal was called Operation Northwoods. And it came directly from the Joint Chiefs of Staff, America's highest ranking military brass.
From the Joint Chiefs of Staff, highest ranking military brass. The Joint Chiefs of Staff.
And it wasn't just one bad idea. It was a checklist of chaos. The plan...
They was like, we gonna kill women, we gonna kill kids, we gonna hijack planes, we gonna bomb some shit, we gonna have fake funerals, we gonna motherfucking fuck that shit up, and then we gonna go to war with Cuba. Ah. Hoo-ha.
Behind a series of false flag operations, attacks that would appear to be carried out by Cuba, but were actually staged by the U.S. government.
Dog, everybody in that room. Everybody in that room. I would have been the only nigga in the room talking about.
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
Like real shit. But no. They was trying to fuck us up. We was gonna be in this bitch looking like Willem Dafoe. On the real shit. On the real shit. These motherfuckers wildin'. These motherfuckers are wildin'. But can we get it? That ain't right, y'all.
That ain't right. That ain't right. It ain't right.
It ain't right for our own government to kill everybody just to go to a war with some motherfuckers. That's some bullshit, man. War ain't shit. But what's that song? War. Huh. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again, y'all. Wow. Huh. Oh, oh, man. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. But we need a war right now. What it'll be good for? It'll be good because we will have freedom. Freedom. We gotta have freedom.
Goal? Create a public justification for a full-scale military invasion. Some of the suggestions read like scenes from a dystopian screenplay. They included fake hijackings of commercial airlines blamed on Cuban agents, bombings in Miami, Washington, and even inside U.S. military installations. A drone airliner painted to match a real passenger flight would be remotely destroyed over Cuban water.
A drain commercial air flight. That means it will look like a fucking plane that we fly every day, but it's pretending to be hijacked. That shit crazy. Just to motherfucking blow it up or blow it out the sky. Like, oh my God. Oh my God, dog. Our government is diabolical. I'm talking about like, this is evil incarnate. This is why I'm saying like the motherfucking devil is not real. The devil is people. Just like God is people. And I don't see no demons or no angels helping people or killing people. I see people with names and faces. I just need to know their address.
A list of fake victims, complete with staged funerals, will be published to sell the illusion. They even consider sinking a U.S. Navy ship and faking Cuban sabotage, or staging a deadly riot among Cuban exiles in Florida, supposedly incited by Castro's agents. The memo even referenced history itself, suggesting a new Remember the Maine incident, a nod to 1898 when the mysterious explosion of a U.S. warship triggered war with Spain. They wanted to follow the same blueprint, manufacture a tragedy, blame the enemy, and rally the nation. One memo proposed assassinating Cuban refugees.
Oh shit. Oh God, I hate this motherfucking shit.
For American civilians to generate a helpful wave of indignation across the country. These weren't theoretical suggestions buried in the footnotes. They were written in plain language, deliberate, cold, methodical, Most disturbing of all,
Hold on. This shit keep on popping up. I don't know what the fuck this is. It look like. Hold on, let me get back to it. Shit. Sorry about that, y'all. What the fuck is this? It's popping up on my other phone and it's fucking up my shit.
Cuban refugees or American civilians.
All right, let me just go back a little bit.
Triggered war with Spain. They wanted to follow the same blueprint: manufacture a tragedy, blame the enemy, and rally the nation. One memo proposed assassinating Cuban refugees.
Doesn't that sound familiar? That sounds like 9/11.
Or American civilians to generate a helpful wave of indignation across the country. These weren't theoretical suggestions buried in the footnotes. They were written in plain language, deliberate, cold, methodical. And most disturbing of all, the Joint Chiefs of Staff didn't just brainstorm the plan, they signed off on it. The document was approved by General Lyman Lemnitzer, chairman of the Joint Chiefs, and delivered to the Secretary of Defense in March of 1962. The final decision now rested with one man, the President of the United States.
Now, what you think JFK gonna say about this? Now, we all know JFK, or like at least we know a little bit of him. Most of us could say right now that out of all the fucking whack ass presidents we had, JFK actually was a decent motherfucker. We can all agree on that, right? Right? 60-40. But what would y'all think JFK would say if he saw this? Like, really?
The Northwest proposal was submitted to Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara. And from there, it made its way to the President.
Now, McNamara was the vice president. It made it to McNamara. I bet you know what McNamara said. Hell yeah! But now, it got to go to JFK. Now, what you think JFK gonna say?
John F. Kennedy was just over a year into his first term, still weathering the blowback from the Bay of Pigs, still battling his own military leadership behind closed doors. But this time, the Joint Chiefs of Staff had gone too far. Operation Northwoods wasn't a military plan. It was a blueprint for domestic terrorism. The document was signed.
A blueprint for domestic terrorism. Yes. This shit, 9/11, a whole bunch of other shit. Dog, our country ain't shit.
And endorsed by the most powerful generals in America.
All I wanted was a zero minimum manufacturer.
All I want is no ads on my fucking videos.
Signed and endorsed by the most powerful generals in America. General Lyman Lemnitzer, General Curtis LeMay,
Got him.
General George H. Decker,
Got him.
Admiral George W. Anderson Jr.,
Got him.
and General David M. Shoup.
Got them all. Blah, 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 blah. Line 'em
General
up.
Lyman Lemnitzer wasn't some loose cannon. He was a decorated World War II veteran, a key architect of Cold War defense strategy, and the most powerful military officer in the United States, which made his approval of Northwoods all the more chilling. These weren't French actors. These were the Pentagon's top brass. And President Kennedy, he rejected it. No,
That nigga Kennedy was like, what the fuck is I'm reading? Yeah, we about to kill some American civilians, hijack some shit, stage some funerals, and go to war with Cuba. What you think?
Man, sit your dumb ass down and shut.
edits, no debate, no discussion. He shut the whole thing down. Lemnitzer was quiet.
Yeah, that nigga said no debate and no discussion. Y'all just motherfucking gave me a fucking list full of chaos. Like, what the fuck? I'm president for a year, and this is what y'all throw to me? Like, what the fuck? I'm already battling personal demons. I got a whiskey problem. I'm fucking my 19-year-old intern. I'm sneaking Marilyn Monroe under the goddamn White House.
Pushed out months later, reassigned to a NATO command. And Northwoods was buried. locked away in the classified vaults of the Pentagon, where it remained hidden for over 35 years. Operation Northwoods was never carried out, but its existence told us
It was never carried out. Yes, the fuck it was. It was carried out on 9/11, 9/11, 9/11. And you can't talk about 9/11 without building 7. Real shit. Caused that motherfucking chaos. Rally the goddamn country. We're going to war in Afghanistan. Weapons of mass destruction and all that shit. And George W. Bush. Nigga, that nigga got reflexes like a G. That nigga took off the motherfucking presidential Stacey Adams and trying to beam that nigga. They really hated that nigga Bush, bro. A nigga took off a shoe and that nigga George Bush was like, oh shit.
something critical, not just about the Cold War, but about power. In 1962, the top military minds of America proposed terror attacks on its own people. They did it so confidently because they...
And what really makes me mad about 9/11, I gotta say this again. What really makes me mad about that day, it was like the visual. When I saw the couple jumped off the building holding hands on some Romeo and Juliet shit, like, yo, man, like that right there, I was like, man, fuck this government, man. Real shit. Like, you know, I'm talking about, like, you just like seeing that visual. Like, I still see that shit. Like, you know, I close my eyes sometimes. You know, we talk about 9/11. It's just like that moment right there. And then, you know, like seeing the other motherfuckers, you know, just saying, fuck it, I'm just gonna jump out this fucking building. Just like, it's fucking wild. You know, like the couple was like the third video I saw, but like the first shit was like the motherfucking one guy. It was like just oh my fucking God, bro. This is devastating. But like while I'm sitting right here feeling like the way I feel, the powers that shouldn't be is like, yeah, rubbing their hands like Birdman. We about to go to war.
The ends justify the means. That alone should have sparked a national scandal, but it didn't. Northwoods remained buried until...
It should have caused national scandal, but it didn't. You know why it didn't cause national scandal? Like, we're in the 60s. We would still get bit in the ass and hit with the fire hose and the tear gas. And our asses beat by the police and the KKK around this time. Good music on the radio, though. You know, but when it comes to the motherfucking social economic shit, or like what was going on in the hood or whatever, nigga, shit was fucked.
1997, when it was uncovered through a sweep of documents released by the JFK Assassination Records Review Board. The plan sat untouched in the Pentagon archives for decades until a handful of researchers started asking the right questions. And by then, all of the architects were gone. And the Cold War they hoped to escalate...
Yeah. 35, 40 years from now, all those old folks would be dead. So like, you know, so you can't question them and shit. That's the, like that's a motherfucking bullshit. It's like the truth's supposed to be out there, but like nigga gotta wait 35, 40 years to motherfucking get the truth. And like when you get the truth and you want to talk or motherfucking ridicule or even lock up these evil motherfuckers, you can't do it because they dead. And if they is alive, they like 98, damn near 100 years old. I hate how evil motherfuckers get to live for a long time and good people like us get to die early and shit. Hashtag fuck John D. Rockefeller for creating the education system and the pharmaceutical shit. And plus he said he want this bitch full of chaos. He won't, man, dude said something about he want mothers to rip babies out the womb or some shit like that. Dog, that nigga was wild.
Was long over. For historians, it became a case study in how far democracy can drift behind closed doors. For others, it raised darker questions. Why would a government even consider something like this? What else might have been proposed and buried? Operation Northwoods wasn't some isolated idea. Elements inside the U.S. government had long considered psychological warfare and staged provocations. From World War II deception operations to Cold War contingency planning, the logic was always the same. public opinion won't go where you want it, give it a push. But most of all, what would have happened if Kennedy had said,
wow, if public don't go the way you want to, give it a push. So you have to keep on pushing our backs against the wall. We're going to come out swinging and blasting, which is going to give them the reason to say, yeah, we can roll out martial law now. Nigga, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. When the revolution starts, we're going to fuck y'all evil sons of bitches up, from cops to military to all y'all motherfuckers in those Fed buildings, all y'all niggas. Y'all really honestly think y'all gonna win? Y'all not. Motherfuckers leaving the country for a reason. Some leaving because they know it's about to happen, and some leaving because they are afraid of what we gonna fucking do to y'all. On some real fucking shit. We are tired, and when we done whooping y'all ass and eradicating, exterminating you evil motherfuckers, we're going to finally have clean air, clean water, and we're going to have generations of our children seeing what it is to be free. Till then, prepare to die.
yes. The months after he rejected Northwoods, his relationship with the Joint Chiefs deteriorated.
Yep. After that incident, JFK and the Joint Chiefs like, nigga, yo, nigga, I can't fuck with y'all. Y'all niggas some killers. Some of y'all motherfuckers are respected generals from World War II, and y'all have the nerve to be like this? Damn. This is the administration that I'm under? Damn. You could picture JFK knowing that he's the only person in the White House looking around at everybody with the side eye because he can't fucking trust nobody.
He grew increasingly skeptical of the CIA, the Pentagon, and even his own advisors.
He said, dog, I don't trust the CIA. I don't trust all the niggas at the Pentagon or my own personal advisors, bro.
He stated he wanted to splinter the CIA into 1,000 pieces and scatter it into the winds.
Yeah. This motherfucker said, I want a motherfucker shatter the CIA into pieces and scatter it to the fucking wind. Now, I know the CIA was like, did y'all hear what the fuck the president just said? Yeah, man, I heard that bitch ass nigga. This nigga don't want to go to war. This nigga talking about dismantling us. I heard some shit about the FBI about to get fucked over too. And he's shaking hands with niggas. Yo, we're gonna have to murk this nigga, B.
Then, on November 22nd, 1963, John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas.
Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Watch the JFK movie. It's a good movie.
Officially, there's no connection. But unofficially, Operation Northwoods remains one of the most compelling exhibits in the long, dark shadow of the JFK conspiracy theories.
You keep on saying JFK conspiracy theories when the CIA came out and admitted that they fucking did it without saying that they fucking did it. But you can read the paperwork and just read between the lines and use your common sense and critical thinking skills and be like, the CIA fucking did it. If anybody told me that they was going to dismantle me and scatter my ass to the wind, you think I'm going to let that nigga do that shit? Honestly, would you let anyone do that shit to you? If you heard somebody say, I'm going to shatter you into pieces and scatter you to the fucking wind, what the fuck would you do? You would take that motherfucker out before they take you out. Hashtag scream first.
Because once you learn that America's own generals drafted a plan to kill Americans for political gain, suddenly the unthinkable doesn't seem so far-fetched. Let us know your thoughts about Operation.
Here's my thoughts on Operation North. The government ain't shit. Now, we got another couple videos. It's gonna be some short videos. We're gonna get up out of here.
Comment sections below.
Now after the motherfucking Northwood shit, you know, because he said he can't trust nobody. This is when he made this speech.
in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. Even today, there is little value in opposing the threat of a closed society by imitating its arbitrary restrictions. Even today, there is little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control.
Salute.
And no official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, civilian or military, should interpret my words here tonight
Salute.
as an excuse to censor the news, to stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed. No president should fear public scrutiny of his program, for from that scrutiny comes understanding, and from that understanding comes support or opposition, and both are necessary. I am not asking your newspapers to support an administration, but I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people.
Salute, Sean.
Where I have complete confidence.
They clapped for that. They was like, damn, we never heard a president say shit like this. We never heard a president say no shit like this. This nigga JFK went in. And y'all just coming in. Shouts out to Sean. We'll go back a little bit. So y'all okay, man.
Intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed. No president should fear public scrutiny of his program, for from that scrutiny comes understanding, and from that understanding comes support or opposition, and both are necessary. I am not asking your newspapers.
He said both are necessary. You know, he said both are necessary. So, like, if I was a revolutionary of that time during JFK, he would hear me out on some real shit. He would hear me out. Be like, yo, this is what's going on with your fucking people. And JFK would probably pull me to the side and be like, nigga, I know.
But I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people. For I have complete confidence in the response and dedication of our citizens whenever they are fully informed. I not only could not stifle controversy among your readers, I welcome it.
He said, I welcome the controversy. I could have been over there saying, fuck JFK. And JFK would be like, I see why he said that. My administration ain't shit. I can't even trust these motherfuckers. And I'm the figurehead. So all the blame goes on me. What? Damn, this is a PR nightmare.
This administration intends to be candid about its errors. For as a wise man once said, an error doesn't become a mistake until you refuse to correct it. We intend to accept full responsibility for our errors, and we expect you to point them out when we miss them.
Bam! Meaning, if I'm calling this motherfucker out, JFK be like, you know what? I'm glad you called it out. Glad you pointed that out. We gonna motherfucking get in on that. You know, we gonna motherfucking check up on that and fix that shit. So she everything can be straight. And blase blah. And yeah.
Without debate, without criticism, no administration and no country can succeed, and no republic can survive. That is why the Athenian lawmaker Solon decreed it a crime for any citizen to shrink from controversy. And that is why our press was protected by the First Amendment, the only business in America specifically protected by the Constitution, not primarily to amuse and entertain, not to emphasize the trivial and the sentimental, not to simply give the public what it wants, but to inform, to arouse, to reflect, to state our dangers and our opportunities, to indicate our crises and our choices, to lead, mold, educate, and sometimes even anger.
And sometimes even anger. If the revolution would have came to his doorstep, he would have came out and be like, what's up? What's the problem? Such and such, such and such, such and such, or we'll burn this bitch down. Okay, let's go talk in our room and sign some shit. You know what I'm saying? Everything would have probably been Gucci bandana check, Louis V leather. Wow, keep on looking, there's no one better. Hey, the CIA dismantled, FBI gone, and everybody living happily ever after the end. But goddamn, that's probably in a parallel universe.
Opinion. This means greater coverage and analysis of international news, for it is no longer far away and foreign, but close at hand and local. It means greater attention to improved understanding of the news, as well as improved transmission. And it means, finally, that government at all levels must meet its obligation to provide you with the fullest possible information outside the narrowest limits of national security. And so it is to the printing press, to the recorder of man's deeds, the keeper of his conscience, the courier of his news, that we look for strength and assistance, confident that with your help, man will be what he was born to be,
free and independent. Man, that's one of the realest motherfucking speeches ever. I don't think he achieved his aim in any universe, sadly. Yeah, dog, it'd be fucked up. But it could be just a little optimistic, at least 1 or 2%. But I understand, dog, this universe is full of motherfucking chaos. But on another note, but someday, something, what a beautiful drug. Smoke, hey, and get higher. Ooh, child, smoking weed makes things easier. Ooh, child, things to get right. Did that come out in the 60s? Oh, what's another thing that came out in the 60s? There's something happening here, but it ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I got to beware. Stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Tonight on Rock Center, President Kennedy's intern, Meredith Theodore's first report from us is an exclusive and explosive interview with a woman who's gone public with a secret she never thought she'd share about her intimate time spent with President Kennedy inside the White House and elsewhere while she was still a teenager. Her book is now out, and tonight Mimi Alford speaks for the first time with Meredith Beers.
Oh, she had to marry somebody because Mimi Beardsley sound horrible.
It was exciting. It was glamorous. It was fun.
It was exciting. It was glamorous. It was fun. Mm-hmm.
The 45-year-old leader of the free world. And she was watching the free world.
I think I was under the aura.
She says it all began on just her fourth day at the White House, when the president gave her a private tour that ended in the First Lady's bedroom.
Yeah, she was 4 days as an intern. Mimi Beardsley, look it up. This is the video that I covered on it. I don't know if y'all on hear it clearly. I hope y'all do.
Hands on my shoulders and guided me down to the edge of the bed. And I think he may have even said to me, "Is this all right?" I didn't really know what was about to happen.
Bitch, you did know what was about to happen. 4 days as a nice looking intern, and he took your ass to the first lady's bedroom, touched your shoulder, and he was a little cool. He was like, "Are you all right? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this, lady? Mimi, you hand me the whiskey."
And then what did happen was I lost my virginity right there.
She should have been like, "I smashed the president."
Is it? Why not? 18-month affair with Jack Kennedy. Yeah. She was an intern at the White House? Yeah. So Clinton wasn't the first, huh? He made fucking... Oh, see, Kate did it right. 4 days into her internship, she was invited by a name to go to the midday swim in the White House pool. Sounds nice. Yeah, midday swim. 4 days into it, you're all green and ready to go. Yeah. With a handsome 45-year-old President swam daily to ease chronic back pain. JFK slid into the pool and floated up to it. "It's Mimi, isn't it?" He asked. "Yes, sir," she said. "And you're in the press office this summer, right?"
He does these impersonations. Real people.
"Yes, sir, I am," she said. That's her voice by sound. Lightning had struck. Later that day, Mimi was invited by Dave Powers, the president's first friend, and later the longtime curator of the Kennedy Library in Boston, to an after-work party. When she arrived at the White House residence, Powers and 2 other young female staffers were waiting. Powers poured and frequently refilled her glass with daiquiris for the commander-in-chief Barack. They're slick and yeah. Just so people know, they describe her as a
Good looking out. Thanks, man.
18-year-old. Yeah. They got pictures of her, and you can tell, even though it's like the early 60s, she's very hot. And because of her finishing school, she was all polished and blue blood. She had blue blood connections, so stuff. The president invited her for a personal tour. She got up expecting the rest of the group to follow. They know better. They didn't. He took her to Mrs. Kennedy's room, which, by the way, this is a president who has shit down. Oh, yeah. I noticed he was moving closer and closer. I could feel his breath on my neck. He put his hand on my shoulder. The next thing she knew, he was standing above her, looking directly into her eyes and guiding her to the edge of the bed. By the way, 4 days into her internship. It's in there. Oh, we finally are? Yeah. Yeah, he didn't take her the cunt. Slowly, he unbuttoned the top of my shirt dress and touched my breasts. Then he reached up between my legs and started to pull off my underwear. I finished unbuttoning my shirt dress and let it fall off my shoulders. Oh, man. And he pulled his pants down with his shirt still on, hovered above her on the bed. He smelled his cologne, 4711. He paused when he noticed she was resisting. Oh, she resisted a little bit, huh? Well, you know, a little pre-game hitters. Yeah. Haven't you done this before? Yes.
Have you done this before? I bet the purple hat the do YouTube video.
She said, "Are you okay?" He asked. Yes, she said.
So he kept going, this time a little more gently. What again? After he finished, he hitched up his pants and smiled at me and pointed at the bathroom. Takes her cherry, then he hitches his pants up and points at the toilet for the fucking bathroom. Yes, she was a virgin. She said when she was done, she was in shock. He, on the other hand, was matter of fact and acted as if he had just occurred. It was the most natural thing in the world. What's that? Would you like something to eat? He asked.
Would you like something to eat? He asked. It's like, bitch, go to the bathroom. You're bleeding, bitch. Why you ain't telling me you was one of those? How old are you again? You're 19? Okay. You're legal. You scared me for a second, bitch. Would you like something to eat? He asked.
Like he was in a bathroom. Yes, it was a virgin. She said when she was done, she was in shock. He, on the other hand, was matter of fact and acted as if he had just occurred. It was the most natural thing in the world. What's that? Would you like something to eat? He asked. The kitchen's right there. So it's like he was your president. He called a car to pick her up and take her home. On the ride home, it kept echoing in my head, I'm not a virgin anymore. Oh, yeah, I'm not a virgin anymore, and Jack Kennedy took your fucking virginity. The next week, she was again invited to go swimming. He barely acknowledged my arrival, betraying no hint of what had happened between us a few days before. I couldn't bring myself to look him in the eye, she writes. Later,
because he was at work. Now, I know they say like you're not supposed to be fucking coworkers, you know, because like somebody gonna catch feelings and you know, and it kind of fucks up everything. So like you gotta play it cool. Would you like something to eat? He asked.
This was the beginning of our affair. Their sex was very fun. He could be seductive and playful at times, and sometimes acted like he had all the time in the world. Other times, he was in no mood to linger. He just needed to come. They spent an inordinate amount of time taking baths because he changed his shirt 6 times a day because he hated things sweaty or grimy. I think he might have a BO problem. Oh, sweaty Boston drunk. He's sweating out the fucking whiskey. But what he was probably fucking so many different girls. Oh, yeah. And you want the stink of some other chick's twat on him. And you know the big, hairy, early 60s bush. Yeah. Oh, they didn't even touch it as far as any kind of maintenance. Yeah. I didn't have time for politics. Oh, amazing. Well, he promised he would call me later under the pseudonym Michael Carter. Michael Carter. And then he'd play a recording of Nat King Cole's Autumn Leaves. He made her concentrate on the lyrics. Even JFK, listen to the words. This is the part that I think is pertinent to our situation. When that says, I'm fucking you, keep your mouth shut, or I'll have you killed like Marilyn. Listen to the lyrics.
It's like when I say shut the fuck up. Or I have you killed like Marilyn. But yeah, man, the president wasn't so good. That nigga was sneaking hoes. He was fucking hoes. Yeah, behind the scenes. But the movie was about racism, little girls, that shit. But the movie was rage bait. Yeah, I bet. Rage bait. But that was the last of it. You talking about Operation Northwood. Like, I think I had another video about the motherfucking it was like a ship, you know. I did some shit on my community post about like why is the guy smiling and it's supposed to be a whole bunch of dead bodies or wounded motherfuckers next to you, you just smiling and shit. Like, what the fuck is that about? You know what I'm saying? But hold on, let me look at this. What's this? Yeah, you had another video. Oh, yeah, but I just can't fucking find it. I don't remember the name of it. I think tomorrow I'm gonna play some shit from Shaheed Bozeman. But I'm trying to see if I got that shit. But till then, we're gonna play a track Says Jordan in the building. What we got? What we got? What we got? Jordan in the building.
When you know, you know. 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 When you know, you know.
When you know yourself, you see the vision. Multi-dimension, parallel worlds with you ascended. Shot the work in the work. I was an introvert, broke out the shell, time to put it work. I'm finna burst. At the government, Democrats and Republicans, fuck a mulligan. Only get one shot, then I'm done with it. I'm the master, I calculated the data with dark matter. Using the elements, make the space shatter. Hate chatter, fed softer than cake batter. Let's take matters from Earth to space battles. Like an anime, from Sunday through Saturday. Using alchemy, playing with magic like Final Fantasy. Final boss, the blade longer than Sephiroth. Black Messiah, hell yeah, I bear the cross. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. The universal law, fight the enemy through the stars.
When you know, you know. 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 When you know, you know.
When you know yourself, you see the power, the very power that turn the enemies to cowards. They get devoured. I turn the minutes into hours. They look sour. Hurykane, just like the clock tower. Spit the mantra, analytical monster. With the truth, I'ma conquer enemies acting bonkers. I'm exuberant, stay maneuvering, hooligan, super kick to the moon again. Hell no, I ain't doing no. Destroy the temple, I'm using powers of elementals. So essential to my team, despite the differential. I'm a warrior, keep it simple. My flow make it triple, instrumental, cause it did mention no time ripples. Do good into light sickles, I slice missiles. Fuck the government, I turn tanks into bicycles. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. Universal law, throw the enemy through with stars, kill them all.
When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Yeah.
Better know thyself, you better listen. Better know thyself, you better listen. You hear it? Better know thyself, you better listen. Better know thyself, you better attention. Better know thyself, you better listen. Let that beat rock. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen. Let that beat rock. You better listen. Better know thyself, you better listen. Gotta know thyself, you better listen. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen.
Yeah, you already know. I'm glad the Uber driver was gigging to it. That's what's up, because that's some laid back shit. This is real hip hop. This ain't that bullshit y'all hear on the motherfucking radio. This that real shit. But yeah, I found the video. Oh, the video was when Israel attacked the United States, and the United States wanted to cover it up. Because going back to what Nixon said, we're going to always support Israel. Come on. Since 1948, Balfour Declaration. When you want to understand about Israel, look up the origin of it and all the key figures involved. Watch the movie Wag the Dog. Read about the Smith-Monk Act. And read Albert Pike World War III. But this is forgotten history. When Israel attacked the USA. y'all.
On June 6, 1967, Israeli Air Force fighters attacked Egyptian air bases, destroying 80% of their air assets. By June 7th, the air forces of Jordan and Syria were also destroyed, mostly on the ground, but the war was being monitored. The United States and other nations had a vested interest in what was transpiring in the Middle East, and gathering intelligence was critical for both political and strategic military planning. What was the USS Liberty? Why was it in the Eastern Mediterranean Sea during the Six-Day War? Why did Israeli air and naval forces attack an American ship? Why was so much effort put into the cover-up after the event? Hello, I'm Colin Heaton, a veteran of the United States Army and Marine Corps, former history professor, book author, and welcome to this episode of Forgotten History.
Today, you don't mind the wait. You've got the all-new Caesar's Palace online casino.
I wish I had a motherfucking Caesar sword to cut that motherfucking ad up.
USS Liberty was a floating CIA intelligence gathering platform monitoring all transmissions from all sources involved in the 1967 Six-Day War.
Yep. The boat that Israel did shoot was a goddamn spy boat. Anyway, let's just get that out the way. If a motherfucking spy boat is out here doing some shit, I'm blasting it too. But at the same time, the story itself is fucking crazy. Y'all about to hear this shit. It's like, yo, it's like the confusion of what the people was going through, what I could say orchestrated confusion. But if you look at it and just use your critical thinking skills and common sense, those motherfuckers was out there, was motherfuckers set up. Those niggas got set the fuck up by our own fucking government and military industrial complex. This shit, dog. This story right here about Israel should be a reason why, nigga, no one should fuck with our government or Israel. I was not supposed to drag on this long, but I really have to find this video and play it. You know, so I put some shit on my community post, and the fucking guy was smiling next to supposedly wounded or dead bodies. You know what I'm saying? It was like, dog, I'm like, whoa. This channel is Forgotten History.
Big progress was followed, as well as the Arab coalition of Egypt, Syria, and Jordan, known as the United Arab Republic. As a result, Israel secured Sinai, all of Jerusalem, and the Golan Heights. But Israeli intelligence had reported to Chief of Israeli Naval Operations, Admiral Izzi Rahar, that a ship had fired upon El Arish in Sinai. This was proven to be a ruse. The only ship in that area was the USS Liberty, which flew the U.S. flag and was in international waters. In what was described by both President Lyndon B. Johnson and the Israeli government as a case of mistaken identity, Israeli air and naval assets attacked the USS Liberty on June 8th, killing 34 Americans and wounding 172 of the 294-man crew. Previously, the United States had announced that it had no naval forces within hundreds of miles of the battlefront on the floor of the United Nations a few days earlier. However, the USS Liberty was assigned to monitor the fighting. As a result of a series of United States communication failures, whereby messages directing the ship not to approach within 100 miles were not received by the Liberty, the ship sailed to within 14 miles off the Sinai coast. Also notified of the supposed attack upon El Arish were Colonel Shmuel Kislev, head of Israeli Air Force Operations, and General Yeshayahu Benket, the head of Israeli Air Force Intelligence. Kislev told his pilots that, quote, if they could confirm that it was a military ship, they could hit it, end quote. The naval contingent was also on the alert. Beneket wanted to have positive identification of the ship that may have been involved. Israeli Dassault Mirage fighters passed by and gave their report. The flight leader confirmed that it was an American ship. Four Israeli fighters attacked at 14:05 hours for 20 minutes, firing cannons, machine guns, and rockets. And one report from the first pilot who hit the ship stated that oil was leaking. During that time, on board Liberty, radioman Terry Halbardier and Glenn Oliphant followed the captain's order and broadcast in the clear that they were under attack by unknown forces and needed assistance, but their communications antenna were then damaged. They performed a manual repair and began transmitting in the open as their secure channel was being jammed. The 6th Fleet received the SOS and informed the commander of the carrier task force on board the USS Saratoga, Captain Joseph Tully, who called and launched 12 F-4 Phantom fighters to assist Liberty. And the hotline between Washington, D.C. and Moscow was activated. Moscow was informed that American aircraft were being launched only to surmise the situation regarding the Liberty, not to get involved in the war. But as the Phantoms were en route just minutes away from saving the Liberty, it was reported that Secretary of Defense Robert Strange McNamara mysteriously had them recalled. The only way a SecDef could do that was by presidential authority. Johnson knew the truth, and he was part of the problem. The next wave of Israeli aircraft.
It was like, yo, don't go say those niggas, turn the fuck around. Who told y'all to go out there and say those niggas? It's just an honest mistake. Could have happened to anyone, right? Hell no.
Phantoms returned to Saratoga, and these were Dassault Super Mysteers with napalm and canister bombs. One pilot called out the ship's identification as Charlie Tango Romeo 5, and that there is no flag on her.
Skirt. Much love. Thanks for coming through. Doing some forgotten history when Israel attacked the USA and the USA covered it up. So some people out there to get slaughtered. Forgotten history. But like before this video, I played some videos about JFK. So if you watch the playback, it's gonna be about JFK and Operation Northwood. And Operation Northwood was when the Joint Chiefs of Staff back in the 60s was like, we want to go to war with Cuba, and the only way to do it is if we, let's just say, murk our own people in the United States. We're going to hijack planes, blow up some shit, stage funerals, and just, it was like a whole list of fucking chaos. And JFK was like, fuck no. And they was like, JFK just said he wanted to dismantle the CIA and FBI and scatter us to the fucking wind. He's shaking hands with Martin Luther King, and he don't want to go to war. Murk this motherfucker.
This was a strange report, as the previous recon flight clearly stated that there was an American flag.
And then I did a video talking about JFK's speech, like when he went at these elites because he realized that he couldn't trust anybody. And then the last video, I talked about the scandal that he had with his 19-year-old intern the first 4 days of work. Her name was Mimi Beardsley. No one want to talk about that scandal. That was the scandal before Clinton.
As such, it is believed that this call was made as a ruse to cover the Israelis should these attacks be recorded by third parties. When that transmission was made, Colonel Kislev ordered all aircraft to stop the attack, as he believed that the ship was, in fact, American from the call sign. But the Israeli commander of the torpedo boat squadron, Moshe Oren, stated that he was not informed that there was a recall from an attack, and was informed, in fact, that it was the Egyptian freighter, the El Qasir. Therefore, he launched 3 motor torpedo boats. The order to halt all attacks, which followed the second wave of fighters, was supposedly not received by the naval assets, whose 3 torpedo boats launched 6 torpedoes at the Liberty, with 5 failing to hit target, but the one that did contact killed 25 men and wounded many more. This account is in great dispute. However, the Israeli argument of misidentification fails for several reasons. One being that if they believed it was an Egyptian ship, why did they specifically jam the secure American radio frequency, which were specifically narrow bands? Another problem was the identification issue in that the Liberty, at 10,150 tons, was 5 times larger than the ship they claimed to have mistaken for the Liberty. Both ships had totally different profiles. In addition, if the attack was a simple error, why were the Israeli jets unmarked, bearing no Israeli symbols?
Exactly. Why was the motherfucking jets unmarked, bearing no Israeli symbols? And which leads again, use your critical thinking skills and common sense. Be like, oh yeah, they sent those motherfuckers out there to die. Even though it was a CIA spy boat spying on both sides of the motherfucking war that was going on with other motherfuckers that don't got nothing to do with us. But you know, like it is what it is. They was like, okay, like they out there in international waters alone. You know what I'm saying? Alone, no backup. They a spy boat. And what type of like honestly, real shit. What type of spy boat don't have protection? like You know, like you just out there like la 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 la. I'm watching people with some binoculars or whatever, some sonar, radar, whatever the fuck they got. But like, let's just say, you know, like they just watching motherfuckers and like expecting nothing not to happen. Y'all remember the movie Bad Boys? The first one, where Martin, Will, and the girl was motherfucker spying on the bad guys, and the bad guys put up their binoculars like we got guests. You know what happened after that? It was a fucking car chase. So I was like, shit. Wasn't a car chase? I don't remember, man. But like I know that like once they realized that they got spotted by the motherfuckers that they spying on, your ass got shot down, bang, bang, hit the ground, bang, bang.
During no national identification in violation of international law.
Yeah, and that's a violation of international law. You can't be flying around with no planes unmarked. We need to know who the fuck you are. But our government can do it. Hashtag stealth bombers. Oh, snap. That's what's up. Yep. Thanks for subbing to him. Like me and Jordan got like 3 tracks together. One called Time for a Revolution, Live It Up, and When You Know, You Know. Yep. You know.
The F-4 Phantom from the Saratoga had not been recalled. The torpedo boats would not have been able to engage, and the majority of the men would not have been killed and wounded.
Another trend to make this going rough.
Specific gun laws.
God, I hate these motherfucking ass. Talking about gun laws. I want to blast the government. Thank you.
The official American position was that Israel called and said that they had recognized their mistake and the attack was over. So therefore, in response, McNamara recalled the jets. However, the attacks were then renewed for another 80 minutes.
Yeah. Record the jets. Don't save them. And then for 80 more minutes, they just getting bombarded, shot the fuck up. There's like, this is a training exercise, nothing to see here. Right, you know. They wilding out there.
It was a strange development since the U.S. Embassy in Tel Aviv reported that the Israelis had attacked a ship, but the nationality of the ship was yet undetermined by Israel. If this was true, how would McNamara know to recall the Phantoms and that it was in fact Liberty?
Exactly. McNamara, the dog, he was the vice president, I think. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Who was in office? I'm mixing up the other McNamara with JFK's McNamara, but wait a minute. Wasn't Lyndon B. Johnson before K with JFK? I think so. And McNamara became the vice. McNamara is a motherfucker. I'm hearing this nigga in 2 presidential motherfucking cabinets. This motherfucker like, nigga, I'm about to be this nigga and that nigga. Let's take on the war, nigga. They won't clap back. They won't clap back.
The SOS was resent after the damaged antenna was repaired again, and it was picked up this time by the aircraft carrier USS America, and 2 ships were dispatched. 3 light.
Salute, Bearded Conversations. Make sure y'all subscribe to this brother's channel. Great content, great brother. Play music. We talk about current events, all the shit that we need to be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Go to Bearded Conversations and make sure y'all subscribe to the Brownstone Powwow, because if it wasn't for the Brownstone Powwow, I would have never came to this channel. Shouts out. Yep. Oh yeah, Bearded Conversations. Like in the beginning, we talked about Operation Northwood. Operation Northwood was the Joint Chiefs of Staff planning to, let's just say, bomb, hijack planes, send out some motherfucking drone planes that look like our shit, but like just do some fucked up shit with it. You know, act like the shit being hijacked and shit. Bomb people, stage funerals and shit. Operation Northwood was crazy. And they bought that shit to JFK, and JFK was like, what the fuck? Hell no. And they murked that nigga. This nigga JFK was like, I will shatter the CIA and scatter them bitches to the wind. Yo, you gotta put everything into perspective. The CIA was like, hey, yo, we about to get fucked up and dismantled. This nigga don't want to go to war. He's shaking hands with Martin Luther fucking King. He's sneaking Marilyn Monroe under the fucking White House, and he fucking a 19-year-old intern. Man, we need to murk this nigga.
Deployed so then to get off the burning ship. But the torpedo boats focused their fire, destroying 2 of the life rafts and sweeping the decks to kill as many men as they could to prevent an evacuation. That act alone is a violation of the Geneva Convention, not to mention attacking a ship from a non-belligerent nation in international waters. Another strange development was when, after the 2-hour attack, the ship and crew headed to Malta, the 6th Fleet Commander, Rear Admiral Isaac Kidd, ordered the survivors to remove the ship's name from their uniforms. In fact, Admiral Kidd even ordered them to go ashore in civilian clothes, which the men were not supposed to have anyway. They were also told to grant no interviews and do not discuss the situation, even among each other. Otherwise, they would face court-martial and prison, or, even worse,
yeah. The motherfuckers that survived, they said, don't talk about this in any way, shape, or fucking form. You will be court-martialed or locked up or worse because of national fucking security. I'm like, y'all sent us out there to die. I survived. I can't tell my side of the fucking story. Or I can't even motherfucking speak. Like, it's like, what in the frosted mini fuck? What in the waka flocka flaming fuck? Nigga, I don't give a Jean-Claude Van Damme. Lock me up. Throw away the key. I'm shooting somebody before y'all take me. I'm going out in a blaze of fucking glory. On top of the world.
Both Israelis and Americans involved had their opinions on what happened and why. One voice was that of Navy Captain Dr. Richard Kiefer, who was wounded badly himself, but worked for 28 hours straight saving lives when he could. He received the Silver Star.
He received the Silver Star? Bullshit. Thanks, bro. Think you just had a good build. Holy shit. That's what's up. I forgot you say you be, you start at 10. Yup. I forgot when I started this fucking line. I know I just got back in. I know when I got in, I just started recording. But make sure y'all check out Bearded Conversation. You already know what it is. Great channel. What's love? You already know. Make sure y'all subscribe to everybody. You do.
Captain William McGonigal received the Medal of Honor for his efforts following the 13 repetitious attacks after his bridge crew were killed, himself badly wounded. His recollection was that the aircraft hit the ship from every direction in multiple waves. Since the attack involved the Israeli Air Force and Navy, that made it a combined arms attack, meaning that it was coordinated, which also meant that command authority came from the seat of government.
Government. I just got through talking about the government. God damn. I missed that shit. That's my kind of party. Because the government, yes, the government can. The government can fucking die.
Military did not simply attack an unknown ship in international waters, let alone an American ship.
Goddamn ad. Hold on, y'all. But I don't got that premium.
Without orders. All the crew believed the ship was clearly identified as American, as there were reconnaissance aircraft that passed by close enough for the crew to look into the cockpits. Several high-ranking American military and political persons knew at that
Motherfucker waved at a nigga like, what up, no nigga? What's up? Hey, yo, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's an American ship. Blow those fuckers up.
The cover-up was incredible. For example,
The cover-up was incredible. For example. That shit right there gets me. I heard about Operation Northwood on a 9/11 True Dollar. All right, that's what's up. Operation Northwood was fucking crazy. That shit was fucking crazy. You know. Thank y'all, everybody. Served everybody. You right. Court-martialed for surviving, my nigga. That, no, court-martialed for surviving. That ain't right. That ain't right at all. Can I get a that ain't right?
That ain't right. That ain't right. It ain't right.
It ain't right.
was given limited information to downplay the event. The men were sworn to secrecy, and the Judge Advocate General of the Navy, Admiral Merlin Starling, was given only 24 hours to review the 600-page court of inquiry investigation report. He had great reservations about the veracity of the report. In fact, the Navy inquiry did not allow any testimony or evidence regarding the unmarked Israeli aircraft. No information was included about the life rafts that were shot up, or the electronics transmission jamming, or even McNamara's recall of the American fighters. This was the first and only time in U.S. history that a board of inquiry refused to accept testimony from American citizens accused of an attack and only accepted the statements of the forces that had attacked them. Bill LeMay, a crewman, was given the name tag Smith, removed from a hospital ward with a dozen other patients and placed into a single room. A naval officer soon entered and told him that his name was now Smith.
Nigga, oh my fucking God. Went into a nigga room. A nigga wounded on a hospital bed. Like, nigga, help me on some motherfucking Kevin Hart shit. And they tell him, nigga, your name is not that no more. You don't have your name no more. Your name is Toby. Like he just, what? What? Like, dog, this shit was crazy. The cover-up is incredible. In a bad way. Like, incredible, not in a good way, in a bad way. Like, oh my fucking God. Are you serious? You just told this nigga that?
Was given the name tag Smith, removed from a hospital ward with a dozen other patients and placed into a single room. A naval officer soon entered and told him that his name was now Smith, that he was never on the Liberty, and he was never to discuss the matter.
Nigga, not only your name is Smith, but you was never on board that shit. And you are never going to speak of this shit. That shit is crazy, son. Shit's going crazy, son. That shit is ill. Niggas start shooting the movie theater, we just bounced. No doubt.
In another completely absurd and totally insane turn of events, the Senate records, as well as the Medal of Honor Society, recorded that Captain McGonagall's Medal of Honor was earned in Vietnam, not on the Sinai Peninsula. His Medal of Honor citation mentions no specific geographic location and does not mention who the enemy was. Also, the ship's log was also altered to fit the Israeli timeline, supporting that only after 20 minutes of engagement, the ship was attacked for a total of 50 minutes and not 2 hours, breaking up.
Ooh, they was getting hit for 2 hours. Like, what the fuck? Zargon here, what up, dude? Salute, salute. Doing some forgotten history. And talking about how they just said that they covered up the fucking shipping logs to match the Israel time. Yeah, y'all was only attacked for 15 minutes, not 2 hours. They were trying to kill these guys, man. But in the beginning, mind you, it's a CIA military spy ship monitoring both sides of the conflict. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, even though the shit is bad, you know, it's bad. But it's just bad guys killing other bad guys for political power and control. and I ain't heard nothing about no money yet, but straight up for power and control. But the money is always involved. You can't forget about the money. You can't forget about the money because one, our tax dollars pay for that ship.
Attack after they realized their error. This was obviously not true. But why the cover-up? Why the attack? Over the years, logic mandates that the Israelis knew that the Liberty was a communications gathering spy ship and would be listening in on all communications.
Didn't I just say that? Then the ad pop up. At least Forgotten History is on the same time I'm on. Never forget that bitch was a spy ship. Never forget that bitch was a spy ship. Because if somebody was spying on you in front of your house, you want to keep looking out the window like Malcolm X with the AK, or you going to go out there and use that bitch? Like real shit. Like shit, you spying on my crib, you got binoculars and taking pictures. I'm about to light you the fuck up like a Christmas tree.
Obviously not true. But why the cover-up? Why the attack? Over the years, logic mandates that the Israelis knew that the Liberty was a communications gathering spy ship and would be listening in on all communications, Arab and Israeli. Their push into the Golan Heights, as well as their attack in the Sinai, would have been recorded in real time by the Liberty. In fact, Director of the National Security Agency, Marshall Carter, stated that he believed the attack was deliberate so that Israel could maintain.
Exactly. Not many countries can get away with spitting on a U.S. naval fucking ship or a CIA military ship. Yeah, you're right. They can't get away with that shit at all. Like on any forms of shit.
Attack in the Sinai would have been recorded in real time by the Liberty. In fact, Director of the National Security Agency, Marshall Carter, stated that he believed the attack was deliberate so that Israel could maintain the secrecy of their operations. Sinking the ship and killing all on board was the only way for Israel to have accomplished that mission.
Yep. The only way to accomplish that mission, they gotta sink that bitch. But that was a powerful ass ship. The bitch was getting blasted for 2 motherfucking hours. Bitch getting blasted for 2 hours and still didn't go down. Shit, bad motherfucker. Our tax dollars, like it paid for some motherfucking heavy duty shit, but at the same time, our tax dollars pay for wars, and it ain't good. It ain't good. We need to destroy this government, y'all. That's why I'm destroying this whole motherfucker. Real shit. I'm about to be on this time.
The world is mine.
Ambassador in Lebanon at that time. The transcripts clearly show that the pilots, upon reaching Liberty, reported that it was an American ship. Their war room ordered them to attack. Again, the flight commander repeated his warning. The ship was American. Again, he was told, "You have your orders."
It was like, yo, sir, the ship is American. Like, ain't they our allies? He said, bitch, you have your orders. This is an operation. I'm working with those motherfuckers. They the ones sent them out there like sheep to the slaughter. You have your orders. Launch torpedoes on some Star Trek Deep Space Nine shit. This shit is just like Star Trek Deep Space Nine. If y'all remember that episode, it was called For the Uniform. Captain Sisko, which is supposed to be a decorated Starfleet captain. Decorated Starfleet captain known across the goddamn motherfucking Starfleet. Greatest motherfucking captain in this bitch next to Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek Next Generation. Yes, I said it. The only reason why I put Sisko above Picard was because of that Dominion War. That Dominion War lasted for 5 fucking years. The Starfleet getting their ass beat for 3 fucking seasons. Like, god damn. Get a win. You know what I'm saying? But Captain Sisko finally made it to the motherfucker he was looking for. He was on a planet with a whole bunch of rebels. Captain Sisko said, nigga, turn yourself in, stop all this motherfucking bullshit, or I'm gonna fire a torpedo that's gonna poison your fucking planet for 50 years. Now, everybody thought he was bluffing. This is the captain of the motherfucking ship. The bad guys thought he was bluffing. Even his own crew thought he was bluffing. The captain's crew. Motherfucker said, launch torpedoes. Now, Worf, which is a warrior, Klingon and shit from Star Trek Next Generation and shit, got reformed. He used to be a Klingon warrior. This nigga don't do it. This nigga look at Cisco as like really nigga about to motherfucking fuck up innocent people. Cisco turned around and said, launch torpedoes, nigga. And he had to launch that shit and fucked up the whole nigga planet. So like the bad guy he was looking for, was like, oh my God. He just went against everything you motherfucking stand for. This motherfucker was like, nigga, you should have thought about that before you attacked the Federation Starship. It was like, yo, bro, these people here don't got nothing to do with what the fuck I did. It was like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. He was like, all right, dog, fuck this shit. Launch more torpedoes. He was like, all right, dog, I'll stop all this shit. He was like, nigga, not enough. He was like, all right, bro, you can have me. Please don't destroy these motherfuckers on this planet, dog. They innocent, nigga. It's not my favorite and last best. What? Oh my God, we got too much in common now. We got too much in common. That was the emissary. I can't Hey. You're lucky my second favorite captain. But Picard has some shit. Picard has some good episodes. It's like it was like during Picard's run, I realized it was peacetime. I realized they were just going around exploring, they run across some shit. Like the only real motherfucking threat was Q and the Borg. Like, there was no other threat in that bitch. You know, I'm like, yo, Q is an asshole, but the trial never ends. I understand Q. Q is a god. He's a powerful fucking god. And just fucking with humans. He put the humans on trial. Captain Picard was like, you know, like he had to speak for the human fucking race. Then he motherfucking brought those niggas to the board. When they first met, he brought those niggas to the board. The board killed like 8, maybe 12 niggas on the ship and put them back in their motherfucking space and shit. And motherfuckers said it was all a test. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, nigga, this is some bullshit. Right. Captain Plot. Beat me up. Oh, snap. That's what's up. You know. Yep. Mine Captain. You already know what it is. Do. See how Kirk had the best kung fu. Man, I just when you said that, the first shit that popped into my mind was him fighting that reptilian. If anybody got any fighting skills, I can say, oh, like real good fighting skills, it'll probably. Wolf was getting his ass beat too. Like he got a couple wins in, but like Wolf was trying to be reformed and a better person. Like that's why he was getting his ass beat. But his girl from DS9, Dax, what's her name? Jessia Dax? I think it was Dax. But yeah, she was a bad motherfucker. And Kira was a bad motherfucker. She was a revolutionary rebel from the Bajorans and shit. I'm like, I love this chick Fire. I love this chick Fire. This girl is fucking hot. Kira, she was the shortest chick on that show, whooping ass, blasting niggas for the revolution of Bajor. I mean, Bajor. I mean, I gotta say it right. For real, bro. From the mean streets of Bajor. All right, cool. Hold on. Let me get back to this. We just went off into some Star Trek shit. I love Star Trek. You know, even though I saw Star Wars first, but it was something about Star Trek that was kind of grounded in more realism and technobabble, as they call it. I like that shit because I love science and I love history and I love space. You know.
Attack started.
These reports were also supported by an EC-121 airborne surveillance aircraft operated by the National Security Agency, which also recorded these transmissions, confirming that Israel knew the ship was American. They even stated in their own radio transmissions that they saw the flag. And this was true for both the air and naval assets involved in the attack, contradicting their official statements. What came to light later.
Yeah, Jadzia Dax. She was one tough cook. Y'all liked her. I liked her like a motherfucker. She was nice. Her and Kira was the best. But those Klingon women, when they pop up, when they want you, they want you. They like the fucking booty warrior. They're like, I like you and I want you. And like they don't give a fuck if you fight back. The Klingon chicks was wilding. And who else? The only thing I love about Star Trek Voyager is 7 of 9. That's it. Jerry Ryan was like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Was the justification for sinking the Liberty and killing the crew. Moshe Dayan, the commander-in-chief of Israeli forces, had ordered the attack. This was due to the fact that Israeli commanders in the field were authorized to execute Egyptian prisoners of war rather than lose time transporting and securing them. Israeli military historian Uri Milstein claimed that there were many incidents in the 1967 war in which Egyptian soldiers were killed by Israeli troops after they had raised their hands and surrendered.
Yeah, after they raised their hands and surrendered, like, bitch, stop shooting me. It's William Shatner. Well, you got to get up on Star Trek Next Generation, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. You can watch Voyager if you want to, Star Trek Voyager. You know, I ain't really watched Enterprise and Star Trek Lower Decks. I never watched that either. And that Star Trek Discovery, I just could never catch it, but I heard so many reviews, it was, bad. So I was like, nope.
It's not an official policy, but there was.
But yeah, definitely. Watch DS9. Watch DS9. Watch DS9. Yeah, you want some real stories? Watch that shit. And what I love about DS9 is they're not traveling in space. It's like they on a space station. So all the bullshit is coming to them. It's like a Western. It's like a space Western. If I could motherfucking say that. It's like everybody coming to the saloon, chill, get some drinks. Somebody throw a couple punches. Somebody might get shot. Niggas got to get on trial. Shouts out to Odo. Odo be whooping niggas' asses. Odo don't play that shit. Odo don't take no shit from nobody. I love Odo. Pause. You got to say pause. All meet on the holodeck. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. In the holodeck episodes, like as much people say it's cheesy, I love holodeck episodes. Because, it's like everybody have a day off and they go motherfucking, wine, dine, and unwind. I love the holodeck. But when the holodeck malfunction,
There's an atmosphere that it was okay to do it, Milstein said. Some commanders decided to do it, others refused, but everyone knew about it. Declassified Israeli Defense Force documents show that on June 11th, 1967, the operations branch of the General Staff felt it necessary.
Quark is the reason why I love the Ferengi aliens. If it wasn't for Quark, I would have never liked the Ferengi, dog. Like real shit. Because the Ferengi was some whole ass motherfuckers. The way they was portrayed, but DS9 gave the Ferengi identity. I understood their laws and how they motherfucking do their thing. Like Cisco know what the fuck that nigga be doing behind closed doors. It's like, nigga, I don't be saying shit when you be making those deals with that Latinum, nigga. I would nail your ass to the wall. I'm like, this nigga Cisco will fuck you up.
So to issue new orders concerning the treatment of prisoners. The order read that because existing orders were
All right, much love to Bats of Black. Thank you for coming through. Quark and Odo were funny together. Oh yeah. Oh man. They were straight up Abbott and Costello like a motherfucker, or the Odd Couple. It was like, oh man, those two was crazy. Those two aliens was crazy.
Thus, 1.
Soldiers and civilians who surrendered were not to be
Man, that's what's up.
2. Soldiers and civilians who possessed a weapon and failed to surrender would be killed. However, soldiers caught disobeying the order by
Much
killing
love.
prisoners would be severely punished.
I hate these ads.
Now, this appears to be damage control and could only have been issued from Diane, due to the Israeli knowledge that they did not destroy the Liberty and that intercepted transmissions could prove these criminal actions. This appears to be a classic case of covering their collective rear ends. If this information were to have gotten out, it would prove that Israel was committing war crimes, and the Liberty was a known intelligence gathering source. Israel's legitimacy was already in question, since they had launched a preemptive strike on Arab airfields, as their intelligence supposedly had information that the Arab forces were preparing to launch attacks against Israel. American officials at the highest level would have known this, including President Johnson and Robert McNamara. It does not take a great...
Yep. Johnson and McNamara already knew this shit was fucking crazy. They knew that these motherfuckers gonna be out there to slaughter. It's like this is bad, but it's bad guys shooting at bad guys.
Stretch of logic to understand why the cover-up took place and from where it originated. The United States could not afford to have its great ally Israel accused of war crimes.
Right, we can't have our ally accused of war crimes. So we gotta try to at least sink that motherfucker. I know the motherfuckers in the war room like, damn, nigga, they ain't sink our motherfucking ship yet. Hell no, nigga, the tax dollars paid good in that motherfucker.
And NATO also had great interest in seeing the Israelis win, because a victory would reduce the effectiveness of the influence the Soviet Union had with the United Arab Republic, which was the coalition of Jordan, Syria, and Egypt. It would also hopefully reduce the interest of Saudi Arabia in funding the United Arab Republic triumvirate if their efforts seemed to be a lost cause. An Israeli victory would have also ensured the Suez Canal would remain open to the benefit of the USA and NATO. The U.S. had good reasons for a cover-up. There are contradictory reports available where U.S. officials claim to have debunked the murders of Egyptian POWs as the reason for the attack, supporting the Israeli attack as mistaken identity. That is also part of the cover-up, because later, murdered Egyptian soldiers were found in shallow graves, and the Israeli government offered reparations to the families of the men who were identified.
Offered reparations. They did it instantly. We still waiting.
1968, the Israeli government paid $3.32 million US.
Damn.
The equivalent of $28 million in 2022.
All right, $28 million 2022. So it's 2025 right now. It's probably up to 25, 26, probably 28, not sure. Probably 30 due to inflation. Who knows? Fuck the government, right? But we know it's a lot of fucking money.
To the U.S. government in compensation for the families of the 34 men killed in the attack. In March 1969, Israel paid a further $3.57 million or $28.5 million in 2022 to the men who had been wounded.
28.5 2022, so it's probably over 30 right now, 2025. God damn.
December 1980, it agreed to pay $6 million or $21.3 million in 2022 money as the final settlement for material damage to Liberty.
The final set. These motherfuckers have to pay for that for over 25, 30 years.
Plus 13 years of interest. Several prominent
plus 13 years of interest. They like, y'all gotta pay for that, because you know why? I just told my motherfucking soldiers that if they say anything, we was going to kill them. Y'all motherfuckers owe us money for the next 25, 30 years. And 13 years interest. It's like, yes, America. We need you as allies.
Generals, admirals, and even Medal of Honor recipients, as well as the surviving crew, have asked for a full congressional investigation into the attack and the cover-up for decades. Personally, I doubt that will ever happen. Thank you for watching Forgotten History. Please
thank you for watching Forgotten History. Yeah, we have to play that. That shit is fucking crazy. Can I get a...
Right. It ain't right.
It ain't right. They just take it off a yearly 4 day. These motherfuckers wilding out here. But we're going to play a couple tracks and we're going to get up out of here. We're going to get up out of here.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Wait.
Back on the grind, gotta get that cake. Inside Detroit, where we flip that weight. Got bowls on deck, about to hit your state. I got what you need before I hit that stage. And 4K, gotta rip shit like this. Going ham on stage till this dog ass hit. Put a bad ass chick in a nice ass whip. Got the weed on deck, baby, like that shit. After that, throw it back, cause I like that shit. Nightcap in the lack or the townhouse, bitch. Now I'm on the road, gotta do shows and shit. See me on stage with fresh clothes and kicks. Flow was sick, had to turn it down a bit. A revolutionary lyrics if you buy the shit. So throw your hands up to the sound of this. I rock out to this Detroit hit. Staying on the pivot, hustle till I'm finished. Y'all playing, now I'm stacking money to the ceiling. Trying to stack it up, start a motherfucking business. Trying to stack it up, start a motherfucking business. Staying on the pivot, hustle till I'm finished. Y'all playing, now I'm stacking money to the ceiling. Trying to stack it up, start a motherfucking business. Trying to stack it up, start a motherfucking business. Hold on, wait a minute, this beat is kicking, I'm feeling it, ripping on every instrument. Hoping you people listening. You a gremlin, now I'm full of adrenaline. Niggas is acting feminine, I can see the picture now. Get back to the Detroit flow. Let me calm down, roll up the weed and smoke. With a badass bitch with the keys and dope. Baby, sell that shit before I leave the show. At the condo, gigging, it's a party, huh? Let's go ahead, get naughty now. In the bedroom, girl, I'ma tear it up. They head back to the hood in a pair of bucks. If I hit a step up, be prepared to bust. Then back to the where they go prepare the truck. Got a plug in my walker, he prepared the bus. All you haters gonna get packed up. Staying on my pivot, hustle till I'm finished. Y'all playing, now I'm stacking money to the ceiling. Tryna stack it up, start a motherfucking business. Tryna stack it up, start a motherfucking business. Staying on my pivot, hustle till I'm finished. Y'all playing, now I'm stacking money to the ceiling. Tryna stack it up, start a motherfucking business. Tryna stack it up, start a motherfucking business. Staying on my pivot, hustle never finished. Y'all playing, now I'm stacking money to the ceiling. Tryna stack it up, start a motherfucking business. Tryna stack it up, start a motherfucking business. Staying on my pivot, hustle till I'm finished. Y'all playing, now I'm stacking money to the ceiling. Tryna stack it up, start a motherfucking business. Tryna stack it up, start a motherfucking business.
You go and get the sandwich.
I'm not making you nothing
I
now.
bet you is.
Or what,
Or
Randy?
you ain't gonna never get none of this again.
Or what you gonna
Never
kill
get none of
me?
this again.
You gonna kill me like you killed the cops?
Wow, we fighting the case. You would bring that up? Wow. All right. All right.
I brought it up.
Yeah. I bet you better go to goddamn bed. Put some mustard on it.
Get in the zone. Baby girl, let's go take a ride. To the other side of town, put it down, baby girl, now let me get up inside. From front to behind, beside, put it somewhere to feel like a slip and slide. Baby, get with it, I made it, with it, to give it a business. This is a Mississippi wine. Smoking and drinking and chillin' like a J-Bob Billy. We chillin' on my enterprise. Give me something to live it up. Got a bunch of kush, roll mini blunts. Head back to the road, baby, buckle up. But I can't tell Vegas, got a stunt. At the blackjack, to it, but light it up. Then I gotta do a show, gotta light it up. Take her back to the room, but light it up. We don't give a fuck. If I got that weed, get a blunt, run it up, baby girl, let's smoke it up. If I got that weed, get a blunt, run it up, baby girl, let's smoke it up. If I got that weed, get a blunt, run it up, baby girl, let's smoke it up. In the zone, in the zone. If I got that weed, get a blunt, run it up, baby girl, let's smoke it up. If I got that weed, get a blunt, run it up, baby girl, let's smoke it up. If I got that weed, get a blunt, run it up. paradise. Create, smoke a weed every day. Baby girl wanna stay condo by the lake, but the tape, levitate, put my case to the face. Don't let it go to waste with the get a cup. This chick fine, baby, time to give it up. This chick mine, baby girl, giddy up. Let's fuck in the motherfucking truck. Chill by the ocean, smoking that potent. We gotta stay floating. What are we smoking? I don't even know cause we on it. If I got that weed, get a blunt, roll it up, baby girl, let's smoke it up. If I got that weed, get a blunt, roll it up, baby girl, let's smoke it up. If I got that weed, get a blunt, roll it up, baby girl, let's smoke it up. Oh, in the zone, in the zone. If I got that weed, get a blunt, roll it up, baby girl, let's smoke it up. If I got that weed, get a blunt, roll it up, baby girl, let's smoke it up. If I got that weed, get a blunt, roll it up, baby girl, let's smoke it up. Get in the zone, in the zone. If I got that weed, get a blunt, roll it up, baby girl, let's smoke it up. If I got that weed, get a blunt, roll it up, baby girl, let's smoke it up. If I got that weed, get a blunt, roll it up, baby girl, let's smoke it up. Oh, in the zone, in the zone.
Shit, it's after midnight. It's Detroit After Dark. Only thing open up after 12 is a club and some legs.
Still breasts.
Thanks. I liked your hands,
Mouth.
butt,
Voice.
chest.
Eyes.
You said that.
Meant it.
You swear you don't want anything more from me other than sex.
You swear you don't want anything more from me? Why you girls get... Stop it. What are you doing?
I'm pulling up.
We could be friends with benefits. Is it good that we getting this? Witness this. Long stroke, baby, digging this. Feel it, bitch. Intricate flows, dripping this. Take a sip. Okay, take you on a Henny trip. Nightcap. Nice ass, nice tits, girl, I like that. Throw that ass back, girl, let me clap that. Vibrate the whole room when I smack that. Goddamn, do the truth, bring that ass back. Bonafide pleasure, girl. Think in every measure, girl. Take it to a better world. Hurykane, beat it, name. Rock it like a hurricane. Never lane, beat it on the frame. When I do my thing, off the chain. Liquor in my vein. Now we switching lanes. Hit the Somerset, vibe everything. Come on, and kill this love, make it limitless. Baby girl is into this. Real the shit. We can be friends with benefits. Let me tell you what the benefits. We can be friends with benefits. Let me tell you what the benefits. We can be friends with benefits. Going 6 months into this, hit a lick. She my trap queen, where we go flip a brick. East side, west side, we be in this bitch. Detroit murder mitten, what we represent. My girl down the ride, she a bad bitch. Revolutionary shit, she a blast quick. Head back to the hood, count the bag, bitch. Think I'm falling in love with this madness. Hold up, wait a minute. Emotions in it, man, I think I'm fucking tripping. Look me in my eyes, and she said she fucking did it. Let's put our mind together, let's start a fucking business. We ball like a motherfucker, ride through the city like. After that, she ride my dick like a motorbike digging this. Benefits is limitless, baby girl is into this. Real as shit, we can be friends with benefits. Let me tell you what the benefits. We can be friends with benefits.
Okay. That's enough of the tennis.
What's wrong with the couch? It's less emotional.
The bedroom is better light. And since we're just friends, I don't have to be insecure about my body.
Come on. Hey, you're beautiful. There's nothing to be insecure about.
You see, that is way too emotionally supportive, and you need to just lock that down.
You're a little bony.
Much better.
This is Detroit After Dark. Only thing open after 12 is a club and some legs. Trapaholics.
Here's tonight, the night. Here's tonight, the night. Here's tonight, the night. I'm on a mission to get it. Let me show you how I'm living first. Give me the digits. Live entertainment chilling on the top of a building. I'm showing you all. You ain't had a ball in a minute, so you get it. How I kick it, stay on my pivot. Let's go to the show. Take photos after it finish. Got us a spot. It's a room at the Marriott. Take off the top, cause it was hot. Didn't tell her stop. She told me tonight's the night. She wanna ride a pipe tonight. Didn't tell her noob, so I gave her the D. I to the CK. I am a G up in her C. Double OC. H high to the E. That show you better things. Only type of place you see in dreams and everything. Gonna be extravagant. It's happening. Time to roll me up some cannabis. It's the night, the night. It's the night, the night. It's the night, the night. Feel the vibe. Baby girl gonna ride, baby, all through the night. She gonna ride all through the night. Baby girl gonna ride, baby, all through the night. Feel the vibe in the night. Yeah, girl, let's make us a movie. Slim Goody, you a cutie, girl, you all in the groupie. Smoking the doobie, sipping wine in the jacuzzi. Listen to Fuji's, she never listen to floozies. She is the goddess of love and fertility. The energy as it supersede, the intervene. I'm entering. Feel beautiful wall, she feeling it all, and in the heart, put it together, never fall apart. From the start, saw me and you was going far in the car. Roll my dick like it was no tomorrow. In the thoughts, seeing visions of us, take it off. That's a nice shirt, baby, take it off. Let's see it all. Come here, kitty, them titties is feeling pretty soft. Rolling Fendi, we drinking Henny and Remy y'all. She had her reborn, I grab you a ball, vibe out till the end of the song. It's the night, the night. It's the night, the night. It's the night, the night. Feel the vibe. Baby girl wanna ride, baby, all through the night. She gonna ride all through the night. Baby girl wanna ride, baby, all through the night. Feel the vibe in the night. It's the night, the night. It's the night, the night. Feel the vibe. Baby girl wanna ride, baby, all through the night. She wanna ride all through the night. Baby girl wanna ride, baby, all through the night. Wanna ride all through the night. Baby girl wanna ride, baby, all through the night. She gonna ride all through the night. Baby girl wanna ride, baby, all through the night. She gonna ride all through the night. Baby girl wanna ride, baby, all through the night. She gonna ride all through the night. Baby girl gonna ride, baby, all through the night. Feel the vibe in the night. It's the night, the night. It's the night, the night. Feel the vibe.
You already know what it is. Detroit After Dark. You know, the only thing open up after 12 is a club or some blues. And you know how it is. I heard down there in Georgia that the party don't stop till 6 in the morning.
Lots on the bass, so you know the bitch bang, 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 bang.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up.
Headed to the club with the crew. What we gon' do? Pull a nice chick, get a loose. Going off the goose and the juice. We hang like a noose. The party going down on the roof. Baby, drop it low to the dance floor. Baby, get that as baby, I won't let go. Baby, look at my eyes and say you want a boss. What liquor do you want? Now pay the cost. 1738 on the go say. Oh, the Casamigos, what do you say? Hurykane and Jordan gon' put it on ya. From Detroit straight down to Georgia. We party till 6 in the morning. This be so cold, let's keep it going. Knock it out the park with these cold moves. Yo, Jay, you tellin' them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up.
Yeah, tell the live it up, girl, about to give it up. Tell the fine girl, put a drink in the bigger cup, fill it up. Tell the brave girl, about to drink it up. Now we in the dance floor, yeah, get the live it up.
Sucker over ambitions of when I'm ripping and spitting for the women that wanna feel it. I don't really dig it. Now they say back to the bar and get some more. Live the fold, this is the girl you wanna smoke. On the boat, smoking gelato, sipping Moscato from the bottle. This girl 20 more than the model. Body of a got it, just being out and smoking exotic. Everybody go up and down like it's hydraulics. On the dance floor, we getting lit. Pop lock, go the road by. You can even do the splits. So smooth and with these cold moves. Jay telling them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Nothing like a funky feeling. Nothing like a funky feeling. Nothing like a funky feeling.
Throw your hands up in the sky and forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5. I said throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles in your 9 to 5. Let the beat ride. Hey. Let the beat ride. Hey. Take 'em home, Jay.
DJ Hurykane, video trapaholics, Empire mixtapes, not for the weak-hearted. Gangsta grills, bastard.
Yeah.
Phenom Rogue One Productions.
Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Baby, do the shit, hop up in the whip, turn the music up, baby, you know what it is. Party in the lot, party on the block. Fucking 9 to 5, we gon' party on the clock. Then after that, she gon' party on the clock. Baby say she love me, but I know she a bop. Bop used to mean a fucking song that is hot. Now all it means, she's a motherfucking thot. Fuck the definition, put her in position. Smoking on the blood while I smash her in the kitchen. On another mission, yeah, I'm going fishing. For a bad chick, put her legs to the ceiling. Now I'm suited up like a James Bond villain. About to kill the government in 49 minutes. Smash me the chick about 35 minutes. Girl, I gotta go, gotta handle my business. Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Got a fat, loud pack, get me smoking on the spot. Her dress got a slit, showing off her tits. Walking through the hood, seeing who she gonna pick. Baby, do the shit. Come on over here, smoking on the loud while I'm drinking on the beer. Told me your name, hopping in the range. See the storm coming, yeah, we fucking in the rain. Smoking on the flame, going to a brain. Fuck planet Earth, yeah, we on another plane. Hold up the liquor, roll up the swisher. Me and your bitch going down by the river. Like a power tool, hell yeah, I'm a driller. She like Futurama, told the bitch, call me Bender. Bricks in the fender, sell it like a winner. Sell it January all the way to December. With a bad chick, I'ma eat her up for dinner. Just got some weed, baby, hand me the swisher. Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat, loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fat, loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat, loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fat, loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fat loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fire, baby, look, turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Got a fat loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fat loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Got a fire, baby, let me turn it up a notch. Baby, come on over here, let me show you what I got. Fat loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Fat loud pack, yeah, we smoking on the spot. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. Saw you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it. Headed to the club with the crew, party on the roof, baby girl, drop it low for the troops. I'm a captain, I'ma tell you what to do, baby, get the do say, I'm a visit of the truth, talking for a real nigga, baby girl, you the truth. Take it to the back room, she gon' blow it like a flute. Pull me out the club, baby, fucked in the cool, spinner like Ric Flair, call myself singing, woo. Back to the booth, baby girl, coming too, sipping Henny with the crew. How many in your group? She got plenty in the group, so it's plenty for the crew when they going off the goose, synthesized as a deuce. Drop it to the floor, let me see you get loose. Now we on the dance floor, smoking on Gorilla Glue. Baby girl, look at you, she get dime times two, but she's mighty fine too. Let me get behind you. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. I'ma go get it then. In this world that I'm living in the end, rather be friends with benefits. But then again, get a passport to dip again. But I'm in Cougar Town, fucking the bad bitch again. Come again, yeah, yeah, got ready to come again. Up in the bedroom, call that shit the lovers den. Clapping her cheese, freaking the weed, she be living the ski. After that, I roam in the streets, rock it out to the beat. I'm a G, about to get to the club, throwing doves up in the air. Baby, show me some love on the dance floor. She gigging, she be lighting it up, looking elegant, ain't it everything I'm trying to fuck. So they settle, they leaving evidence inside of the truck, and I'm licking him, now I'm sticking on the side of her guts. Baby, get it, cause she be gigging, she be liking the rough in the club when we not giving a fuck. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it. Drop it to the floor with it, then bring it back up, get low with it. To the Detroit sound, gotta flow with it. So you looking from a distance, I'ma go get it, go get it.
I smell sex. Who's that lounging in my chair? I smell sex. Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that lounging in my chair?
She from Cougar Town.
Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that lounging in my chair?
She from Cougar Town.
Who's that lounging in my chair?
This a motherfucking bad chick. Let's go get the bag quick. Get the brick, split the shit, baby, you a savage. Baby, you the baddest. Sexy with the glasses. Low cut dress, baby girl, got some fashion. Popping out the wagon, in the club dancing. Back to the crib, baby girl, want some passion. Let's go make some magic. Shit is outstanding. In the bedroom, singing stars in the planets. Hit it from the back and the front. More than a month. Clapping her cheese while I'm smoking on the blunt. Blueberry blunts, fuck her in the trunk. In the parking lot, we be gone like a motherfucker. Lights, camera, got your girl, it's time to make a movie. You can be a big or a slim goodie. Keep them glasses on or take it off. Let me break you off. Fucking from the light to the dark at the park. Smash it in the car, going in the raw. We don't give a fuck about the motherfucking law. Baby, you a star, known it from the start. Sitting in my chair at that motherfucking bar.
Who's that lounging in my chair?
gotta make her feel it. Baby, can you dig it? I ain't said that in a motherfucking minute. Give her rest of business. Smash it in the kitchen. Dining room, living room, let the neighbors hear it. Lanes to the ceiling. Scrolling and I'm grinding in it. If I have a heart attack, well, I'll be dying in it. Baby, you will start. Known it from the start. Sitting in my chair at that motherfucking bar.
Who's that lounging in my chair? Who's that lounging in my chair? I smell sex in the air. Who's that lounging in my chair? I smell sex in the air. Who's that lounging in my chair?
This is Detroit After Dark / HHN Special Stories. We're going to get off into this final track. And you know how I always end my tracks.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
Let the flood return, your people gon' learn, everybody gon' learn now. That I will flood the world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. Kill a motherfucker, throw a bit of river, I'ma do a bigger quicker than anybody never pull a trigger. Eliminate the government, the public, you motherfuckers about to catch your motherfuckers on the cake. Got the road rubber land, everybody running again. Killing the motherfucker coppers for the renegade. Shooting the motherfucker building, they gon' be running there. Blowing it up, I'm having motherfuckers running again. I'm the only motherfucker that wanna fight the government. Motherfuckers people wanna like the government. I got the motherfuckers fight the government. In the White House, it's a place I'm running in. John Wick, everybody up in the bed. Equalize a motherfucker, got me trying to quit. Kidnapping bitches looking like Joyce to wit. Love or death, it's a choice to take. Got a motherfucking sword again. Chopping everybody else and recording shit. Be the cop with the porcelain. Turn the bitch to a chorus again. Star Wars got the force within. Like a motherfucking Steve. The realest, I never remember. You about to feel it. Tell the stupid fans, come and get it. These revolutionary lyrics. You hear it, you fear it. The furious spirit. The killer dog. Listen to me, the bitch, I'm a chopper. It's a popper with a chopper. It's a proper. Better call him, better go doctor. Like I'm not supposed to nigga, better get to the chopper. Blow the bitch up, cause bitch, I'm a monster. Hurricane coming, better pray to the father. I put a motherfucker living in Nevada. God kill a nigga, understood your mind. Ain't nobody ready for the monster. Return, your people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now. That I will flood this world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. Let the flood return, your people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now. That I will flood this world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. So let the flood return.
Shouts out to everybody that came through. Shouts out to Nope. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Jordan. Thank you for coming through. Shouts out to Vanta Black. Thank you for coming through. You'll be the goddess of my space station. We're going to control the skies and the stars and all the planets. That we talked about Star Trek. I don't even know what got me started on that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I said something about Benjamin Sisko. Then we just got off into a whole Star Trek sidebar. But I'm glad I got fans of Star Trek in the building. Shouts out to Vanta Black. Make sure y'all subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Jordan for coming through. You know what I'm saying? We have to play our tracks and let people know. When you know, you know. You already know what it is. When you know thyself, you see the power, the very power, to turn the enemies to cowards, to get devoured. Turn the minutes into hours, they look sour. Hurry game, just like the clock tower. Play the old game Clock Tower. It's an old ass horror game. You know what I'm saying? You know the bar probably go people's heads. Shouts out to Zargon for coming through. Thank you for coming through. Shouts out to Bearded Conversations for coming through. Bearded Conversations came through. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. The mods gifted him with a membership. Say what? That's what's up. Better know thyself. You better listen. Who else came through? Who else came through? Like, everybody was lighting the chat up. Thank y'all for the night. This was a great live. This is a great live. Great live. This HHN Special Stories. Who else was here? I know some more people was here. And shouts out to the lovely Crystal. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. She hit a brother with the cash app. You already know. Anytime. Thank you. Shouts out to everybody coming through. And you know how we always end it. I ended with the red band verse. Mic check. I walk around the streets with my black tech 9 on the waistline. Look at the hype shit. I never claimed to be the best type of rapper, but have to show the motherfuckers what I'm after. I'm after the gold, and after that, the platinum. Beef after that, Hurykane G past the gat, son. Blah. This is the HHN Special Stories. Detroit After Dark.